one of the best relief pitchers in Mets history. His 40 saves in 2006 helped lead the Mets to their first division title in 18 years. Lefty Billy Wagner.
So Turk's coming out, new pitcher, Billy Wagner.
A great closer and a legitimate Hall of Fame candidate.
He certainly is. He's been moving up that ballot more and more over the last few years. Billy's still got a good heater, it looks like, too. Lee Mazzilli is going to help John Stearns coach first base.
It is great to have the dude back in New York.
I like that Hojo's wearing some sort of TrackMan tracker, too, to make sure the analytics staff gets what they need info-wise from Howard Johnson. That's smart.
John Stearns was a great defensive back at the University of Colorado. He was once asked, where do you think you would have wound up if you'd played football professionally? He said, Canton, the home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Elster hits one toward right. Murphy couldn't reach it. And it falls for a base hit for Elster. Murphy almost got to it out there in right field.
One out, don't get picked off.
Now the batter, Rafael Santana. Got to watch Wagner. He's a lefty. Got that pickoff move.
Yeah, we better watch it.
Wagner blowing fastballs by guys in the old timers game. Daniel Murphy lets it drop, try to turn two, and they drop the ball. Would have been a double play, but Santana reaches. Hojo couldn't hold the throw from Jose Reyes.
It was a knuckleball. It was the camera's fault.
Now, new pitcher now, it's Ed Lynch.
Well, Billy Wagner is with us in the booth right now. And Billy came a lot closer to getting hurt putting the headset on than he did throwing a pitch.
Were you throwing 95?
No, I was praying that it wouldn't hit back at me and that I didn't have to do anything but just throw strikes.
Josh Tolley just got a base hit.
It's really easy to get base hits right now, too.
Well, it doesn't count against your ERA, so let everybody have fun.
Yeah, but it goes down on your WAR, whatever that means.
Well, this is one of the first times I think you've been back at Citi Field representing the Mets since you left them as an active player. Does it kind of put that Mets blood back through your veins?
Well, I tell you, I had the greatest experience as a Met coming up, and you know, I don't think everybody thought I would handle being in New York as well, being from a small town. But I tell you, the city just embraced me. It was great atmosphere, great teammates. It just made it easy. And I mean, I rode in and out of the park with a Hall of Famer. So I mean, it wasn't that difficult.
How much are you paying attention to your rise up the Hall of Fame ballot rankings and how close you're getting now?
Just enough to know that I've got to keep practicing that Hall of Fame speech just in case. But you know, you can't help it. I mean, it's you know, it's something every kid dreams of. So, you know, speaking of the Hall of Famer.
Now Mike Piazza's at the plate facing Dennis Cook.
It's awesome.
Oh, Mike couldn't catch up to that pitch from Dennis Cook.
Mike might have hit the furthest home run off of me in the Astrodome. We were talking about that. And then I got in at bat the next day, right after that, because they left me in because he tied the game up, and I faced Cookie. And I took these big old hacks and struck out, and Mike was laughing at me the whole time.
That was one of the more memorable series the Mets had back in 1998.
Yes.
In September. And the one guy who took the ball every day in that series when his arm looked like it was about to fall off was Turk Wendell.
What's new, right? I mean, ever since I met Turk, when his agent was my agent at the time, and so I was introduced to Turk when he was in Chicago and had, that deer antlers and everything else hanging around his neck. And so that was so much fun to watch him and how he threw.
Mike Piazza gets a base hit.
You
and Piazza had some battles both ways over the years, too.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I mean, when you face the best of the best, there's nothing wrong with getting beat by that guy. And I like challenging him. We had some good battles in L.A., and then when he came to New York, I mean, it was just fun, and the Marlins. I mean, it was just he's a great player, and, it's been a fun experience facing him. And, I mean, he's intimidating. He stands up there, there's only a few guys where the ball comes off their bat, and it sounds different. He was one of them. And when he hit that home run off of me, it sounded like he'd hit that with just ivory. That thing was a rocket. It was impressive.
We hear that same sound when Pete Alonso gets into one.
Todd Zeile batting with the bases loaded. That ball, Turk almost got to that one in foul territory. What do you think of Turk playing third base here, Billy?
Interesting. Interesting right here. I mean, I don't know if it's a good defensive strategy we're going with right here.
Even players second-guess managers.
There's a ground ball, base hit for Zeile.
These guys are taking it way too serious.
Jose Reyes is going to score on that. 2 RBIs for Todd Zeile.
Is there a mercy rule in this?
We're getting there.
Glendon Rush coming on to pitch for the Mets now. Aptly named because he could get through an entire 9-inning game in about 2 hours.
I just see Glendon swing the bat, too. He could hit a little bit.
That's right.
And they'll tell you, the only person here that hasn't gotten at bat is really Mike Hampton. I think everybody wants to see Mike Hampton swing.
Ah, that's true, too. Robin Ventura with a fly ball. It drops in. It's like Terry Leach heading to the mound, Howie.
A side armor. Won 10 straight games in the 1987 season for the Mets when they really needed help because so many pitchers had been injured. And Terry Leach stepped in and really filled the void.
He's going to face McDowell. So McDowell's going to bat right-handed here against the sidearm.
I really feel like Roger's having more fun than most of the pitchers. They really are. I mean, he's getting the hit, he's running bases, and he doesn't have to go.
He's doing right. He's doing everything but pitching. There's another half inning. We can change that, right?
What we should really do is work on the hot foot with him. That's where we should really work with.
I'm not so sure that hasn't been done today. We have to take attendance and see if everybody's still there.
Anybody got a melted cleat anywhere?
Oh yeah, really. Burnt socks. Yeah, it was so. I grew up watching him, and then he got to be my pitching coach my last year, and what a treat that was, man. He's taking this at bat very serious, you can tell.
A lot of guys taking a lot of pitches here tonight, more than I thought we would see.
Oh, he's going with 2 hits too. A couple RBIs.
And a bat flip.
Today's trend.
Well, Lee Mazzilli had the best bat flip of the day after he walked earlier. You were the bat flip king. There you go, Mazzo.
Nice to see you standing up straight again.
All right, well, they're walking. I don't think we're going to get 3 outs in this inning. It's 8-1. Billy, thanks a lot.
Hey, thank you guys.
Great seeing you again.
Always
Great catching up. Well, this has been, as hoped and as advertised, the Mets' first Old Timers Day since 1994. We appreciate you embracing it. We appreciate the players embracing it. We appreciate ownership for creating it. It is one for the memory books. Thank you so much for being with us.